check your thermometers. These rats is synonymous to climates in Guatemala, bro. Bet your bottom dollar you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Here we go, son. Hey, going out, we're going.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Got a man, that's Ward. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Let's go Alpha right here.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the run right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Patterson's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. The Ravens sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Once again, it's Swift. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 3rd and 6. Corral. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now is the punter, Jordan Stout. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Jones. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Fields now to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Now Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 42. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Fights through it. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's got it to about the 40. But you look at this defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Touchdown Bears! Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Bears 10, Ravens 0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Switching it up, Corral will throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is out of bounds here. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Corral going to sneak it, trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. They'll try it now with Swift, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Easy.
On 1st down, Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here we go.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Don't jump, ready?
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Fields' throw here into the hands of Moore. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are once again back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
Corral, another throw on second down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Andrews' first catch, good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second and 5. Throwing here, Corral. And this one too low.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Corral. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Off the play fake. Here's Corral. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Here we go.
This is 2nd and 8.
Go. Tonight.
Now it's Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Trips clear. 11, 11, 11. Go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Corral's throw complete there to Bateman. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Corral looking to throw it. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Corral's throw is on target to Duvernay. But Corral trying to get things reset quickly. On 2nd down, here's Corral. That's caught. It's Flowers. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 37.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Corral looking for another pass here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Corral. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return is Jones. It'll be a 45-yard punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
We're going out right here. Right.
Fields on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And the Bears first down.
Got an open man, it's Scott. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Fighting through at the 25. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Fields. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Fields. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it, and they do so right there.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And even better execution. Yeah,
and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Duvernay in motion. On 3rd down, here's Corral. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On the play fake, Corral. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 38 yards. That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
On first down, it's Corral. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
First down, here's Corral with it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. It'll be first and goal when we come back. Now a toss for Swift left side. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Corral now to throw. Flushed out right. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the complete.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Corral with it on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. 18 Pioneer.
Now Corral. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
It's deep for Duvernay. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Corral. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
The first down throw here for Corral. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. To the air again with Corral. Now running into the hands of Flowers. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Corral, another throw on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
Corral, another throw coming. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people run the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Yep. Hey, Ken. Right.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the 50, here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Fields. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. But how about this? A fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
Here's Corral on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. inside the 10 at the 8. 63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Here we go, 1st and goal. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he stopped immediately there.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's Corral. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Swift will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a 4th quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. All eyes on Fields. And this one is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now Corral. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And partner, the tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Corral. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. And he'll be out right at the 35. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
He'll get this to Ward. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind him in a big way. And Andrews lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And what an awful time to cough up the football here. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Back to throw, Corral. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven first first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And a good run here as he'll run it all the way down to the 40-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Now a first carry for their fullback. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Let's go now.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup at 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. They'll run here with Swift. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. A pitch out to Swift here. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much